November 4, Golf Echo Bravo, N4GEB, and the name is Bob. Over.
Roger, Bob, and what's your location, sir?
Roger, Bob, and what's your location, sir?
Yeah, the location here is just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. The town's called Clayton, North Carolina. Over.
Roger, Bob, and what radio are you running, sir?
Roger, Bob, and what radio are you running, sir?
Yeah, this afternoon we're running the ICOM 7300, and right now I do have an old Heathkit amp on. We can try it both ways, but this old SP200 putting out roughly 500 watts. Over.
Roger, well, keep that amp running. Today is not necessarily one of those greater propagation days, so keep the amp on. Would you be interested in our setup procedure?
You'd be interested in our setup procedure?
Oh, yes, very definitely, N4GEB.
Yes, sir, Bob. Well, it starts with engaging your compressor at a 3. It's a token amount, but it does exactly what we need it to do, so turn that compressor on at a 3. Roger?
Compressor on at a 3. Roger.
Okay. So on 5, and I'll adjust that to 3.
Yes, sir. And then after we got that compressor on at a 3, let's move to the ALC with the mic gain in hand. And as you speak kind of rapidly, 100, 200, 300, 400, so you can see where the ALC meter is, adjust it to be running at mid-scale to 2/3 by way of your mic gain control.
By way of your mic gain control.
Okay, looking at it right now, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Looks like it's peaking up almost to the very top, so let me turn that down some. Low test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit less, down to about 35, 40%. Okay, that's at 30%. Does that sound better? Over.
Roger, you're talking about your mic gain at 30%. Your ALC needs to be mid-scale to 2/3. Roger.
It needs to be mid-scale to 2/3. Roger.
Roger. Right now it's mid-scale to 2/3. That's for the mic gain. Over.
Yes, sir. Looks good. 3 dB dynamic range, which is exactly what you want it to be. Now, do you know where your onboard equalization for that radio is?
Yeah, I think I need to go into the menu here and go in, I believe. Okay. No, that's not it. Could you give me the instructions how to get there? Over.
It's sideband transmit equalization. Not exactly sure. Let me give you a note, and you can do it when you find out how to get there. The note would be +2 top end EQ from where you are. Boost your treble EQ +2 from where you are. Roger?
2 from where you are. Roger.
Yes, I got that +2. Over.
Roger. That'll help in your articulation just a little bit. And what mic are you running, sir?
Just a little bit. And what mic are you running, sir?
This is the stock ICOM mic. Over.
Sir, would you tell Tim Ferguson N9GTO said hello?
Well, I hear N9GTO back in there. Stand by, Elmer. I'll be with you there in just a second. I'm just wrapping up with Bob. Let's see, what we were talking about EQ, Bob?
We were talking about EQ, Bob?
Roger, you said I should change the treble EQ to +2, and that's where we stopped. Over.
Yes, sir. I want to tell you about that hand mic. You must pull that hand mic further back towards the corner of your lips and work across it. Do not work straight into it. You were doing pretty well there earlier on. I couldn't hear any plosives, but that last transmission was fairly well, had a lot of plosives in it. So if you pull that hand mic back towards the corner of your mouth and work across it, you'll alleviate most all of those plosives. Roger?
Plosives, Roger.
Yeah, I have to remember to do that. Sometimes they slip back into old habits, but this is speaking across the microphone now. Over.
Yes, sir, fairly clean. And, you know, you can put a windscreen, a foam windscreen over that mic. You probably want to use some kind of tape, masking tape on the below the windscreen to let you know that you're working the right side of it, you know, because that windscreen does cover quite a bit of the hand mic, so you could get confused and be talking into the wrong side of the mic. But, you know, like I say, a foam windscreen would help that hand mic alleviate all of the plosives, Roger.
Alleviate all of the plosives, Roger.
Yeah, I've done that same thing on all my 2-meter 440 rigs here. Ended up, there's a fairly small opening on those mics, and ended up using part of a windsock over just that area, and that worked out quite well. So I'll see about doing that on this microphone as well. Over.
Roger, roger. That and plus 2 treble EQ from where you are will really help your articulation, Roger.
Will it really help your articulation, Roger?
Yeah, I made a note of that, and if I could find where that's at, I would do that. And as soon as we finish up here, I will, you know, dig a little deeper and find it. Over.
Roger, roger. Well, let me say 73 to you, Bob. Thanks for dropping by, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday, and we'll, you know, hopefully by then you'll have cranked in that additional 2 clicks treble EQ, and we'll see what you sound like, Roger.
Roger, and if you would go ahead and give your call again, just so that I can make a note so I can listen to this on your website there. Thanks a lot, and 7-3s. This is N4GEB.
Roger, roger, Bob. Call is Kilo Charlie on a YouTube search. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by today's date 2/26/21, and that will take you directly to this recording on the YouTube search. Roger.
Roger, appreciate it. 7-3s, N4GEB.